Yes, guys, this is week 3 of 8 of me preparing for Comic Con. So for today, we're going to be looking at the cost of the kind of things that you're probably going to want to buy if you are doing a comic convention, and the different things that I'm going to be using for making my display, and yeah, how much that's going to cost me. So if you have any tips or advice, feel free to let me know, and yeah, let's run it. So first off, shout out to Volcano. So I'll get a lot of the ideas for this kind of basic stuff from her, because she's got a great video about what sort of stuff that people do buy with pictures and examples, which is really great to, visualize what I want to sell and how much it's going to cost me. So let's kick it off with what I think is essential and what I'm going to go with and why. So just to recap as well, so the first couple of weeks, me and Jasper wanted to focus on what we wanted to sell. So we've been drafting up some designs for stickers, prints, and badges as well. And that's what we've been kind of doing. So now that we've done that, I want to get an idea of how it's going to fit with the stand, what kind of things that we want to buy. And that way we can start kind of ordering some samples, seeing how it fits, and anything we've forgotten. So to kick it off, the first thing, probably the most important thing, are probably going to be the metal grids. So for me, the metal grids, they're pretty good because they're cost effective. We set them up on the day, and they're pretty versatile as well. Like you can just hook stuff onto these, and quite a few open designs as well. So looking at this, it was like £22. I probably preferred this design compared to something like this, which is a bit more expensive. And one thing that I liked as well is that you can pretty much just connect these vice versa anyway. So say if I wanted to get these later down the line with the little panels, whatever they're called, I'm pretty sure I can just mix and match it for when the time comes. So I'm thinking I'll probably go for something like this with like 6 boxes should be more than enough. Wait, now I want the ones with the metal grids. So these ones, 6 boxes. I looked at eBay as well, but for whatever, like this, it's not really giving me, I can't hook, there's no grids. So that's why I'm thinking, like with these, they had it in white, I probably would prefer it. But yeah, so check the eBay, and I think we're probably gonna run forward with these ones, but gonna, ask Bossman to see if which one he's thinking. Gotta ask Jasper. And then the next thing that we're looking at is probably gonna be, so what we're gonna attach to these things, to really show off a product. So with the grids, already great for things like lanyards. We can use magnets to connect to the grids for like prints and stuff. But when it comes to like badges or stickers, I'm thinking maybe having like a cork board. That's something that, of course, was mentioned in the video earlier. So I was looking at cork boards, and one thing that I found interesting is that I can get different colors. So if I want to go for something a bit more affordable, I can go for these ones. So these are 15 sheets, not a lot of images, but I don't know how you use craft boards. I could probably paint them or something, so that will work. And you get 15 in a pack of these, so that's really good for about 12.35. Or alternatively, I get these like absolutely lush looking ones. Like, check it out. Can you imagine some badges on a charcoal base? Maybe like a light dangling down the front. I think that would look quite nice and appeal to the eye. So that's another one I'll run past Jasper. I did consider a magnetic whiteboard, but maybe not this time, maybe later, because there's like one that's affordable. If I look here, this one is like 327, but I don't really like the frame of it, so that's why I'm not going to go for it with this time round. Adhesive tabs, so she mentioned this in the video as well. I like the idea of it. Not sure how I'm going to use it, probably in relation to the cork boards and like having stuff dangle over, but that's also there. And likewise, using these tabs for those adhesive tabs. Oh yeah, and I forgot something. So the tablecloth. So a green tablecloth. This is obviously going to depend on what color we want to do the brand. But I think as a base color, green could work really well, especially with the white grids that we touched on earlier. So that's what I'm thinking about. And then having like a banner in front. Like, I'll show you guys. Oh, another thing as well is to check out Pinterest on Artist Alley as well, just to give you some ideas. So this one looks really cool, really giving fantasy vibes. And look at that green with orange on the front and a gold trim. It just looks perfect for something. Like if I play Dungeons and Dragons, I'm definitely moving to this table. That's how I kind of pictured it. So swiftly moving on, I'm thinking about that. Say, like, look at that, £12 bestseller, water resistant, machine wash, heat resist. I didn't even know I needed that. Yeah, nah, see, this makes sense to me. So yeah, that we're gonna need that. Went through the cork boards. Okay, another really good thing that they mentioned in the video is that you want to have different levels for people to catch the eye of people. So that's where the boxes, the grids really come into play. Likewise, the magnets and whatnot. And just to go over, oh yeah, here it is. So a card display. So these are the kind of thing that you probably normally see in a shop, right? So I'm thinking different layers. So I can probably have 2 or 3 A5 prints, 3 levels, and I can put this in either one of the grids or the base of the table, and then that way people, even from afar, can see these guys are selling prints. I wonder what else they're selling. And that's what I'm thinking, right? And likewise as well, you got these ones, a greeting card display, can also use this, very cost effective. And these kind of things we're going to be able to use for multiple different events. So I think that could be really good. Definitely recommend checking those out if you can see the vision. And I found this wooden one as well. So if you're somebody that quite likes nature themes, you know, like green, beige, and brown, then these wooden ones can work really great. Likewise, you can paint them as well. And that's what I want to pitch to Jasper, depending on what kind of vibe, because I don't know if we'll be able to go for the cutesy brand for this kind of run. But moving on from there, oh yep, so other stands as well. So if we're selling prints, potential comics, and if we just want to kind of show it a bit more prominently, maybe like a higher ticket item, or we just want to show off the stickers, having these on the levels as well, so it's easier for people to see. So maybe buying a pack of these, or alternatively a pack of these little card holders. I think that can go quite well, just to add a little pizzazz to the display. And then, oh yeah, the thumbtacks I mentioned earlier for the corks. So I found different coloured ones, which, you know, can be really good, just to fit with the theme once again. And likewise, these card protector sleeves. So what I'm picturing here is we can put a sticker in a sleeve and then use the thumbtack to push into the cork board and then put it on the display like that. Still trying to work out how I want to do it in my head, but I think that could look quite nice. And then we can sell it that way. And then thumbtacks once again. Oh, so here's the final thing. So I know I mentioned lights earlier. So they mentioned in the video that you can have a garland. And I think having a garland with a light with a black drop can really make the badges look quite nice, having that little bit of shine. So that's another thing that I'm thinking of. Once again, green goes with the theme. And finally, the last thing, oh yep, a binder. So any potential customers can come up to the binder, scroll through to see any prints that they like and say, that's one that I want. And that would be cool. So that would be like 15 odd. And lastly, a banner. So if we look at our kind friends at Hound Saint, they've got these banners. So these banners look really, really cool. I'm not going to have this many banners. I'm thinking probably just have one, but it's really nice how it just contrasts to the green. And we can also put our logo in the middle, which is going to be really good for attracting people. And then my business mind is telling me a banner is going to be a good idea, especially if we have a logo that's going to be quite easy to recognize. We don't have a logo yet, so that's something that I've got to stick on Jasper and be there like, yo, can you do this? So yeah. Oh, and here is our cost breakdown. So so far with these kind of things, I'll put in the notes here as well, it's probably going to cost us about £180 for the equipment and whatnot. So a lot of these are not one-time use things. They're going to be things that we can use over multiple events, which is always nice. And that does include the cost for the table, which is going to be about £65. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that so far. Of course, we need to buy our stock, which I don't know how much that's going to cost, and any other bits and bobs that we're going to need on the day. But overall, yeah, pretty happy with that. So these are the essentials that I'm thinking up. So coming in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be seeing some samples and prices for stock and any add-ons as well, and how probably just consider how we're going to attract potential customers. So I'm thinking having fun with it, maybe a raffle, and doing the commission pieces and see how that goes. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for your time watching today. Hopefully, if you do have any tips or advice, or if you're checking out a comic convention as well, then yeah, feel free to let us know, and yeah, maybe we can even collab. Otherwise, leave a comment if you like the video, and if you want to see the next parts, then feel free to like and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for your time, guys, once again, and in a bit, bye.